So for some years now, some nationalities have been using what we call OK2Bot to move to Northern Cyprus or the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. But as I speak to you right now, there is nothing again called the OK2Bot to move to Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Milton Fonkwa. Please do not forget to press the like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Please, if you do share this video with one person, it might help a lot. Those of us who are coming from Kenya, or those of us who are Kenyans, Nigerians, Democratic Republic of Congo, or people from this place, or Congolese nationalities, and we want to move to North Cyprus, or those of us who intend to move to North Cyprus, and Cameroonians and other nationalities who were preparing to move to North Cyprus, understand that there is the introduction of something called a double transit visa by the Turkish government that is in charge of Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. So if you were thinking of moving to North Cyprus and you were thinking that maybe you would just start moving, well, it may not involve those that were to move to North Cyprus for free, like Cameroonians. Normally, as a Cameroonian, if you were to go to North Cyprus, you do not need a visa, anything. You just need to get an admissions, pay your tuition fee, hold your receipts, you go to the airport, and you are good to go. But as it stands right now, there is an introduction of a double transit visa. I would recommend you check the Turkish Embassy website and also ask your university to give you more guide about this, your school in North Cyprus, before you start moving, so that you do not be rejected when you try to board the Turkish Airlines, because only the Turkish Airlines is going to go to North Cyprus. So guys, you must have a double transit visa now if first of all you were using OK2Bot. Okay, now how do you apply for the double transit visa to move to North Cyprus? There are about 57 countries that need this visa to enter North Cyprus, and this visa takes 2 to 7 days to be processed, right? Yes, so if you want to do this visa, it's going to take you 2 to 7 days. Now, what are the documents? These are the documents I'm going to be talking about that you need to use to apply for the double transit visa. It's not a single transit, but a double transit. When I moved to North Cyprus in 2016, I was supposed to move without a visa, but I decided to go to the embassy, the Turkish embassy, I mean, in Yaoundé. For those of you who know the Turkish embassy, I got my transit visa from the Turkish embassy. I still have it. Okay, the reason is that our agent, or the person who worked with us that time, okay, that is the reason I always say that try to avoid people like agents as of, well, if they help you, fine, I still help people. But before you start working with them, make sure they are clean and transparent to the core, which is something which is very difficult, but there are still good people out there. Well, there are a lot of things I will not say about the person, but it is fine. So I'm just here to give you the information that when I was moving, I got my transit visa, though I didn't enter Turkey, but I just wanted that visa in case I was going to get any form of issues at the airport or something. And I later realized that that visa helped me a lot. That's the reason it is always important to travel out. Even if you are not traveling abroad, just go to nearby African countries and come back to your home country and have the visa or the stamps in your passport is going to help you. Okay, then those who travel out of North Cyprus for holidays and are going back to North Cyprus, you do not need this double transit visa. Okay, all you can do is to go in. Then after that, you process the other legal things in there. For those who are going to be moving new to North Cyprus, these are the documents you need to get the double transit visa. The documents include the Turkish embassy form or the Turkish form. You may go through the Turkish embassy and you may go through an agent. There is an agent put in place by the Turkish government, which is in charge like visa application. They call them Voya Visa Global or something, I don't remember. But understand that you need to go through an embassy to get your stuff. Now you need a form, and for you to download this form, you have to go to the Turkish embassy's website. Then you need a paid travel insurance. Now, remember, this insurance, you are going to get it probably for 1 year because your double transit visa may be a multiple transit, which is for 1 year. So you have to pay this. Make sure you check, first of all, the requirements. I'm going to put a link down there. You check the requirements, then you check what you need to do. But I will advise you to pay insurance for 1 year. If you pay less, when you go to the embassy, they will ask you to come and pay, do the complete payment. I had people in my time who were asked to come back and do their payment. So put this into consideration. Then again, you need a passport. Make sure your passport is still valid for at least 1 year. Do not use a passport that is less than 1 year. My advice for you. Because when you go in there, they are going to do something for you called a student permit. Though they are not going to do it in your passport, but your passport, if it expires, you cannot do it. So please make sure you have a good passport. Then you need 2 biometric photos for you to do the double visa or the double transit visa. You need 2 photos so that they can use it to access or to stick it on your application form. You need a bank statement for at least the past 6 months, okay? Make sure you have enough money in your bank account. If you are being sponsored, get a sponsorship letter from the person who is sponsoring you. If you are a minor, get a document from your parents to prove that you are actually supported or they are supporting you to travel. There was a post I dropped on my Facebook page. It's not been long. Someone was asking, saying that the child, her son, is 16 years. And I dropped that on my Facebook page and I advised the person. The reason I dropped that there was because I wanted a lot of people to see. So I said, let the child be 18 years, because even if the child is not 18 years during the visa application stage, or sometimes the school might not grant the admissions, they will want to see a consent letter from you. And if the child is below 18 years, let the child be 18 years. That was my advice to avoid unnecessary issues, because you cannot move with the child. Someone came to that post and started saying other things and was saying that it's not true, that you can move with the child. Some people, they need to do a lot of research. So I'm just here to explain to you. Make sure if your child is below 18 years, they need a consent letter from you to show that they can live alone. And in some countries will not accept students who are below 18 years. Countries like Turkey don't accept it, okay? So you have to put this into consideration. Then you need a flight reservation, a document to prove that you have paid for your flight already, your flight ticket already. Or you can reserve it and just keep. I think Booking.com or other booking websites can reserve the flight for you. So make sure you get this done. And also you need a valid criminal record. And this can be gotten from the police department or law enforcement agency. You need that criminal record. And of course, your conditional acceptance offer. Your conditional acceptance offer must come from the university, and the unconditional acceptance offer, the one after you've paid your fees, it must come from the university. Then you also need a tuition fee payment receipt. You need it as well. Then you need a motivation letter to explain to them why NAUT Cyprus, why you decided to study this course, why you decided to choose this particular program. You need a motivation letter. Then proof of accommodation, very important, and this is something a lot of people don't know. Please remember, accommodation in NAUT Cyprus is very expensive. The people paying for you to send you the proof, make sure you know them. Make sure you can trust them. Make sure, I know why I'm insisting on this, make sure you know the people. I'm emphasizing on this because I want you to get the materials ticked into your head. I hope you get it. Now, they will pay and do the contract and send it to you. But in most cases, I will advise you to get a maybe 6 months contract from your school first. Because if you enter NAUT Cyprus, the way they are talking now, if you don't get this visa, the Turkish Airlines will not carry you, will not take you along. So you need to know this. Then remember, with your sponsorship letter, it has to be notarized, okay? It has to be notarized. You know where to go to. And of course, with a copy of your sponsor's ID card, identity card, or passport, all right? You need to get that document as well. Then your birth certificate. These are some of the few documents I showed to the embassy that time. But I didn't show sponsor's ID card. They didn't ask us. I think they asked us. I can't remember. But these are some of the things. Then now, your educational credentials. If you are going for bachelor's, you need to show your high school certificate or an advanced level plus your WAEC. And these documents have to be notarized at the level of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Very important. They want to know if they are true documents, because if they are not true, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs will not legalize them. A lot of people have been using fraudulent documents and they are trying to avoid this at all costs. You have to notarize them. If you are going for master's and PhD, of course, your BSc transcript, your master's transcript, and the certificate has to be notarized as well. If you are going for BSc, I already said you need your high school certificate. Then you need your $60 for your visa application fee. These are the list of documents you need in order to get your double transit visa. If you are coming from a country that needs it, please, you need to verify. Like I said, there are 57 countries that need this particular visa. So please check very well to see if your country is in there. Those that were to travel, or countries that were not looking or needing OK to board, or that were not supplying OK to board in the past, please verify if you need this visa. Very, very important. And remember, I have always said that do not move to North Cyprus if you do not have a sponsor. Very important, clean and clear. Can I pay my tuition fee with part-time jobs in North Cyprus, Mr. Milton? No, you cannot pay. You cannot work in North Cyprus and pay your tuition fee. Make sure you have a sponsor. Make sure you have a sponsor. Can I support my accommodation with part-time jobs in North Cyprus? Yes, you can support your accommodation with jobs in North Cyprus. But remember, these jobs are not common. These jobs are very hard. I'm telling you this and dragging my ears so that you see, the whole world can see me and know that I gave you advice. At least you can pay your rents from part-time jobs, but you cannot pay your tuition fee. The reason is because you are going to be earning Turkish lira. 1 Turkish lira used to be like 7 euros. Sorry, 1 euro used to be like 7 Turkish lira, which means that for me to take the money I'm working to convert to euro to pay my tuition fee, I have to lose 7 Turkish lira. I hope you understand. So this is the procedure. And again, accommodation is usually a very big problem, and tuition fee in North Cyprus. If you have money, go and study because the schools are good. They have well programs, well-equipped laboratories, and everything is intact and they are cheap. But remember, can I transfer to another country? No, you cannot transfer. North Cyprus is not in Europe. So you need to get these facts and get it straight. I am not here to sugarcoat you. I'm not here to frighten you. I'm here to help you pursue your dreams. If I had somebody to be coaching me like this in 2016, things would have been like this. I hope you enjoy. Till we meet again in another one.